What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Marlon. We are back at it again here with another video. So if this is your first time watching, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell. All right, so check this out, man. We do have a new state of play announced. And also, I will say that this is not going to be the state of play that everybody really wants. People want a PS5 showcase, but more on that in the latter part of the video. Also, we're going to touch up on Days Gone for the PS5 is really the definitive way, or at least for the PS5 Pro, the definitive way to actually play Days Gone Remastered. Again, massive thank you to PlayStation for sending over the remastered version of the game. And let me tell you, it's really, really good. Okay, so let's get the state of play on the way here. Now, this is a game focused state of play, so it's not a general state of play. And I know a lot of you dudes really do want a PS5 showcase, and I guess we're gonna have to be waiting a little bit longer until we actually get that. But needless to say, let's go ahead and let's jump into the write-up here on the PlayStation blog. All right, so as you guys can see right here, they did put out a tweet on the PlayStation Twitter account. It says right here, Borderlands 4 is getting its own state of play. Tune in for over 20 minutes of new weapons, abilities, missions, and more on April 30th at 2 p.m. PT, 5 p.m. ET, 11 p.m. CEST. And obviously they have the full details right here. And I will be streaming this tomorrow for you guys. It says get ready for over 20 minutes of looter shooter action with Gearbox developer insights starting at 12 p.m. PT and 10 p.m. BST, 11 p.m. CEST. So there you guys go on that one, man. So I will be streaming this just to see what they're going to talk about and what they're going to be showing and stuff like that. And yeah, man, I know this is not what everybody is really expecting, but hey, you know, and then remember that the game got pushed back to September 12th, 2025. And so there is that one. And hopefully, you know, people that are excited about Borderlands 4 can get a little bit much more detail. So let's talk about how I feel about this. Yeah, man, it's been 2 years. Let's be honest. It's been 2 full years since the last time we have gotten a proper showcase from Sony. And I'm an advocate for having a proper showcase. I think at this point, a lot of people really want to see what's in the oven from PlayStation. Like, you know, what's up with Wolverine? Like, people want to see Wolverine. I know Soros from Housemark, they said that they're going to be having a dedicated gameplay, or not dedicated, but just gameplay for that later on this year, which leads a lot of people to believe that we may or may not be getting a state of play. Now, we've heard from insiders here and there, at least one insider so far. He's not the most credible, Detective Seeds, saying that he'll be back within the next 2 weeks max on information if we're going to be getting a PS5 showcase. And I think at this point, with Soros, with Wolverine, Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2 is getting ready to drop soon, and whatever else Sony have in the oven. I know Marathon, we already know when that's dropping and everything. So whatever else Sony have under the curtain, we need to see, right, in a full dedicated PS5 showcase, because the PS5 showcases, I feel like, really drives a lot of people to the brand. And not only that, but maybe even buying a PS5 or even a PS5 Pro at this point. Now, I see a lot of people on Twitter was saying, hey man, instead of this Borderlands 4, why not Ghost of Yote, or why not Death Stranding, or why not you know, Wolverine? But it is what it is, guys. This is what we're getting right now. And I will be streaming it, like I said before, and we'll see what Borderlands 4 is going to be bringing. And performance wise, I don't think that they have mentioned anything in regards to, like, you know, how this is going to be running on the PS5 Pro or even the base PS5. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that one. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to the next piece of news here. And this has to do with Days Gone. And I mean, just paying $10 for this upgrade, I would say it's worth it. I had a ball comparing it to the PS5 Pro as well as the PS5. I did a versus video there, and let me tell you, the PS5 Pro version is the definitive way to experience Days Gone. Love Days Gone very much, especially the Horde mode. I think that's one of the highlight reels of the game, and I think a lot of people should go back into Days Gone Remastered just because of the actual, not just the increased fidelity in terms of the bump up in resolution, and then also the better light and better reflections, better shadows, and the character models really stand out more. But also that Horde mode, I think that Horde mode is so freaking, it reminds me of Gears Horde mode, wave after wave after wave. But now they can add, because of the power of the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, they're able to add more freakers, more zombies on screen, which I really do like. And I'm telling you, you can see the difference, the sharpness, the crispness in the actual image and everything. But let's go ahead and let's take it away from pushsquare.com. This is also coming from Digital Foundry. All right, so as you can see here on pushsquare.com, it says right here, Days Gone PS5 is a really good piece of work, says tech experts. It says a lot of effort, has gone into it. So as you guys can see right here, PS5 Pro, PS4 back compat, 60 FPS, and in PS5 Pro, I'm having a brain pause right now, enhanced mode, sorry guys. And so right here, man, as you guys can see, yeah, man, it says right here, back when Days Gone Remastered was announced, many fans were squinting to see the difference between the original PS4 version and also the PS5 re-release. It says, but now with the game readily available and our 8 out of 10 review declaring a definitive version of a fan favorite, we are beginning to get some more meaningful tech analysis. And according to Digital Foundry, this is not just the bare bones resolution upscale. Some anticipated a lot of effort has went into it. So there it is, man. It said the biggest and most obvious change is the implementation of an entirely new lighting engine, which dramatically changes the visuals. As you will see in some of our comparison, the game looks darker, moodier, and then also more realistic. So there is that one, guys. Like I tell you, this game looks amazing on the PS5 Pro. Now, in terms of performance, you would expect largely locked at 60 FPS outside of a few speed bumps here and there. And Ben Studio is working on some updates to add a 40 FPS mode alongside VRR in the actual future. But like I told you guys, for that $10 price and with that Horde Assault mode alone, yeah, man, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, guys, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think about the new state of play that just got announced, and then also Days Gone Remastered on the PS5 and PS5 Pro? I would say on the PS5 Pro, it's literally the definitive way because you get the better lighting, better reflections, ray tracing, all that stuff. You also get a 5K mode as well that you can enjoy, which is obviously downscaled to 4K, but you still do get that sharper, crisper image and everything. But man, oh man, I cannot freaking wait to see some of you guys, you know, playing that Horde mode. I know some people still haven't picked it up yet, but yeah, hopefully this maybe kind of ignites Sony to make some sort of sequel or whatever the case may be. But hit that like button for me, hit that share button, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, turn on that post notification bell, and peace, guys. We're out of here. See you guys tomorrow with that state of play. We out.